In this video, I'll show you how to construct this pulley. It's on page 1132 of your book. Now, because of the nature of this, I'm going to use the revolve tool. So first thing I'll need is an axis on the horizontal. Doesn't matter how long it is. Right click, make it a construction line. Right click, make it fixed. Now the part has a hole in it, so you're going to leave a space between the axis and where you start your sketch. And you can see these angled surfaces are kind of telling as to the technique that you're going to want to use. It'd be very difficult to construct this using extrude. Also, what I'm going to do is, so think about a couple things. One is I'm going to use all radial distances because I'm revolving it around this axis, so everything is going to double. So your drawing in your book shows everything in diameter. Here everything will be in radius, so cut those numbers in half. The other thing I'm going to do is, because it's a little bit of a complicated sketch, not too horrible, I'm going to also mirror it. So I'm really just drawing like a quarter of this pulley right now. I'll revolve it and then I'll mirror it. So it's a good time to use that mirror tool as well, because this part has a 3/4 inch hole in it. That means the space between the bottom of the sketch and the axis would be half of that, so it's going to be 0.375 and so forth. So for each of these dimensions, again, cut those in half. And when we revolve it, we'll have the correct values. That gets stuck in there somehow. Okay, that's 1.875. And then lastly, our overall, where this whole thing is a 4-inch diameter, so that's going to be a 2-inch radius. We'll also need the thicknesses here once again, because the technique I'm going to use is to create a mirror. I'm going to split everything in half. Now it's blue still because it needs to know where I am in reference to that origin right there. So one thing you can do, you've seen me do this before, is just put a 0 dimension on that. That'll line it up. And I can finish my sketch. Revolve. And now I have half of my pulley. Next I'll use the mirror tool. You're going to choose the mirror face plane. So basically it's either surface or plane that you want to mirror it about. That's going to be the back of the part. Then we'll come down here and choose the features to mirror, and that's basically the whole rest of the pulley. So there's the basics of the pulley. Now we have that. We have 6 holes. There's a hole pattern that goes around there. We want to construct that. Next, we'll start with just one hole, and then we'll use the pattern tool. So we'll make a new sketch on that surface. I'm going to start with a horizontal construction line. Right click, make it a construction line, and right click to fix it, because I'm going to dimension my other features around there. I'm going to need a construction circle, so just use your circle tool like you always do. And that circle is a 2.5 inch diameter circle. And I'm going to need one more construction line to get my starting point for the holes don't fix this one because I'm going to set this angle now, and that'll give me my starting point for that whole pattern. I don't just want this to be, oops, I don't want this to be randomly, I don't need a linear dimension, I need that angle. I'm not just going to randomly place these holes, I'm going to control exactly where they're located. Since there's 6 holes, there'd be 60 degrees between each pair of holes. I'm going to start with a 30-degree angle, and I'm going to put my first hole there, and then I'll create a pattern. And you'll see how, when we put this on the drawing sheet, how that all works out. So the next thing I want to do is sketch one of those holes, and that hole is 1/2 inch diameter. So that's why he put those construction lines on there. Okay, it's a little bit hard to see, but it's on there. So let's go ahead and punch that hole out. And you'll see your construction lines go away. So for my pattern, go up here where it says linear pattern, and we want to use a circular pattern. First thing you want to do is choose the feature that you want to make a pattern of. And I always try to choose the, see how I've tilted it so I can see the depth of the hole. If you click on that, you'll save yourself from any problems there. And then come up here where it says direction. Now if you hold your cursor, you'll see that's really the axis. So if you click in there, it's asking you where do you want to revolve it around. So if you click on this center hole, it'll find the axis. It'll rotate it around there. And this will be how many you want. So if I wanted 8 or 10 or 12 or whatever, in this case we just want 6. So there is our pulley.